Did you ever think of how your computer knows when you log in or type your password or your fingerprint? Or maybe just terms like SAML, Active Directory, identity management, somewhere, and curious how these things work?
Hi, I'm Srinath. Welcome to this channel. In this channel, we will break down identity and access management using simple, understandable concepts. So, if you are an IT admin or somebody who wants to understand how IAM works, or an engineer or a developer, or somebody who wants to start a career in IAM, then this channel is going to be your place.
It is exactly what we will cover in this video. First, I'm going to give you a real world analogy to understand IAM in simple terms. Second, we will understand the core pillars or the fundamental pillars of an identity and access management. Third, I'm going to give you a clear learning path and how this channel is going to help you learn about identity and access management. Ready? Let's go. All right. Let me explain what IAM is all about using a simple example that you already know. Let's take an example of your house. It has different rooms, right? Living room, kitchen, bedrooms, maybe even office room. Now, it is a question for you. Does everyone living in your house and also who comes to visit your house goes to all these rooms? Of course not, right? Your family can go anywhere, but maybe kids are not allowed to go into office room or into your car garage. Also, guests who visit you are not allowed to go through your personal closet. Maybe they are just allowed to go into guest bathroom and also living room. This makes perfect sense, right? That's exactly how IAM system works. Replace your rooms with servers and applications. Replace people like your family and kids with employees, contractors. So, IAM is a set of processes and tools that answers two fundamental questions. Number one, identity, who you are. Number two, what you are allowed to access, which is access management. That's it. That's IAM in a nutshell. Now that you understand what IAM is, let's go through what IAM is built on. IAM, or Identity and Access Management, is built on four fundamental pillars. First pillar or first concept is identity management. This is all about knowing who you are. Think of it like a digital phone book, but way more sophisticated and a bit more complicated. Every person, every system, every service in a company gets an identity. So here we are talking about usernames, employee numbers, and some attributes of these users or systems. All of this information is stored in a database like directory, which we call as identity repository. Second pillar, authentication. This is where you prove who you claim to be. Think about it. Anyone can type usernames, but they cannot prove who you are. That's what authentication does. It's like showing ID at airport security. Common authentication methods include using a simple password, more stronger authentication methods like your fingerprint, Face ID. Next comes third pillar. So now the system knows by authentication who you are. It has to determine what you are allowed to access. That's authorization, your permissions, your access rights. Just because you can log in into a system doesn't mean you can access everything. Think about it. A regular employee can read files, maybe they can't delete them. An IT admin can create new users, but maybe can't access financial data or your salary data. This is where concepts like roles and permissions come in. Don't worry, we will go again into these concepts in detail in upcoming videos. Next comes fourth pillar or fourth concept, audit and compliance. In this pillar, the accountability lies. Everything gets recorded. Who logged in and when, what did they access, what did they make changes, were there too many lockouts on a particular account. Think of it like a security camera system, but more in a digital world. Alright, there you have it. Four important fundamental concepts of IAM. Identity management, authentication, and authorization, audit and compliance. These four concepts or pillars work together to create a complete IAM system. So now you understand what IAM is built on. Now the next question is, where do we go from here on this learning path? That's a great question, but I have a roadmap for you. First, step one, we need to master the fundamental concepts in more detail. And step two, get real hands-on with tools. This is where theory meets practice. In the future videos, I'll walk you through setting up these tools one by one and actually configuring them. Step 3, understand the why behind IAM. but understanding why organizations implement IAM the way they will make you more valuable.
Alright, we have covered IAM basics in this video. In the upcoming videos, we will go through more concepts in detail with hands-on. Until then, keep learning. See you in the next video. Bye.